It is hot out here, man.
For science. For science. For science. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Big Mike with BZ Cooks. So my apologies. I know I've been missing in action for a minute, guys. I've been super busy. I went fishing again and I got seasick. Was not fun. Before we get started, I need you to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. Hey, and don't forget, share this video with all your family and friends. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you for supporting the channel. So, guys, today's dish is a one-pot dish. For those of you who do not know what that means, it means you're gonna put everything in one pot. Okay, so we're gonna be making a Dijon mustard chicken with shallots. I got this recipe from my girl over at Martha Stewart, okay? My girl Martha Stewart. I made a few changes to it because I didn't necessarily like the total flavor profile. Great dish to make, but I just changed a few things to my liking, okay? And hopefully you'll like it too, guys. So we're gonna get started with this cook. Stay tuned, I'll show you exactly how we make it. Let's get to these ingredients. All right, guys, so let's go over these ingredients really quick. Start of the show, we've got some chicken thighs, okay? That's 8 chicken thighs. We've got about 2 tablespoons of butter here, and I'll put these ingredients in the description so you guys can get the recipe. Now, these are cherry tomatoes. It's about 2 cups of cherry tomatoes. I cut them in half, all right? We've got 2 tablespoons of some flour, some all-purpose flour. I've got 2 bay leaves here. I've got some thyme. Now, this was replacing the tarragon that was in the recipe. Not a big fan of tarragon, so I'm using a little bit of thyme, a couple of bay leaves. All right, now this is a half cup of white wine and then 1.5 cups of chicken broth. All right, we're gonna be using some black pepper. I'll put the amount in the description. And we've got some salt, okay? Some kosher salt. And we've got some Dijon mustard. And we've got about 13 or 14 whole shallots, okay? Those are gonna go to the pot. All right, guys? And that is pretty much it. Simple ingredients, all gonna go into one pot. So let's get that pot and get it going. All right, so here's our chicken. The chicken has been patted dry. You wanna make sure your chicken is dry, okay? And first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna sprinkle our flour over it. Okay, 2 tablespoons of flour. We've got a tablespoon of some kosher salt. And a tablespoon of some flour. All right, guys. So first thing we wanna do is get this chicken coated with our salt and pepper. All right. Get it coated with all of that. All right, I've got my Dutch oven pot right here. The first thing we're gonna do is melt this butter. Any type of heavy bottom pot will work. I prefer a Dutch oven pot. We're gonna melt this butter down. And when this butter starts to foam, we're gonna cook the chicken. Now we're gonna probably have to cook the chicken in batches because 8 thighs are not gonna fit in here, all right? And you wanna brown these until they're crisp on all sides. All right, so the key to getting your skin crispy on these chicken thighs is you don't wanna touch them. Do not move them, let them cook, okay? As you can see right there, nice crispy skin. That one needs to be cooked more. All right, so here's our chicken, all brown, ready to go. We're gonna put that in the pot in a minute. So with the remaining butter and the fat from the chicken, we're gonna take our shallots, whole shallots, guys. And we're gonna cook these until they are soft. All right, let's see our onions. We're beginning to soften and caramelize. Now what we're gonna do is add our wine and chicken broth. This is gonna help to deglaze all the bits off the bottom of this pot. So what you wanna do is take your spoon, go ahead and get all this goodness. See that thing? See that there, guy? That's all goodness right there. Now we're gonna add our mustard, okay? All right, got our mustard. We're gonna add our sprig of thyme. We're gonna add a couple of bay leaves. Now, we're gonna add our chicken thighs to the pot, okay? All 8 of them, all right? You can add all of your chicken thighs in here. All right, so what I'm gonna do now, we're gonna turn our fire down to a simmer. And we're gonna take our pot, and we're gonna cover this and let this cook for 30 minutes, guys, all right? Let this cook for 30 minutes. We're gonna come back and go to the next step. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, it's been 30 minutes, so let's uncover the chicken and see what we're working with. All right. Cool. So now that our chicken is cooked and it's ready, pretty much what we're gonna do is let it cook a little bit longer with the cover off. So we're gonna let this simmer some more for about another 15 to 20 minutes. But what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna liven this up a little bit. I've got some chopped up garlic cloves. This is about 3 garlic cloves. And this is about maybe a teaspoon and a half of some red pepper flakes. So I'm gonna add some red pepper flakes. This is gonna give it a little kick. Yep, then we're gonna stir that in. And I'm gonna add our garlic, okay? This is really gonna add some super good additional flavor to this. So for another 15-20 minutes, we're gonna cook this. And probably 5 to 10 minutes into this, I'm going to take my cherry tomatoes and I'm going to add them to it as well. Now, normally I would add the cherry tomatoes at the end, but I'm going to add them about 15 minutes towards the end of this because I want the cherry tomatoes to burst. That's going to give it even more flavor, guys. All right, it's been 5 minutes into the 20 minutes, so we have 15 minutes left, guys. I'm going to add our cherry tomatoes. This really gives it some good color as well. Man, doesn't that look delicious? Woo! Man, can't wait to try this. All right, guys, so 15 more minutes. We're gonna plate, and you know how it's going down. For science, guys, we gotta get us a taste so I can let you know what's going on with it, okay? Stay tuned. All right, guys, so there you have it. You've seen it. Chicken and shallots in one pot. This is a one-pot meal. Super easy for you guys to do. So without further ado, guys, let's get into this for science. All right, so I got a thigh here. Of course, they're all thighs. The shallots look really delicious and caramelized. For science, guys, here we go. My decision to put those tomatoes in 15 minutes before it was over was a great idea because they got to burst inside of the dish, and it's got just a little bit of that tomato flavor in there. Man, sets it off. The Dijon mustard, the shallots just caramelized perfectly. Man, let's go in for another one, guys. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Man, what I can tell you, this was well worth it. So this dish took about, give or take, an hour to make. But well worth it, well worth it. It's not an Instant Pot dish, though if you wanted to do it in your Instant Pot, you could. You know, it only takes about 15 to 20 minutes to make these chicken thighs. So you could absolutely do this in your Instant Pot or even in your crock pot if you wanted to. Just set it on high for probably about, I don't know, 2 to 3 hours. You can probably do this. All right, guys, so that's it. And I love this dish. I hope that you try it. Hey, if you do try it, leave a comment below in the comment section and let me know how it came out for you. If you have any questions, leave a comment and I'll gladly answer them for you guys. With that being said, I'm going to sign off. Don't forget to hate, like, comment, and subscribe. This is Big Mike with BZ Cooks signing out. Until the next video, we'll see you guys later. Peace.